How's everything moving today? Good, 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 good. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, let's get right to it, man. Right? It's all love. It's all love. Love you, dog. Love you, my woman. Love all y'all. Now, we gonna speak about the Kaaba, fasting, and the moon. Uh, and the uh the pilgrimage. The pilgrimage. Let's start. I'm not all that with the intros, you know what I mean? I come on here to get busy. So let's start with the holy house, the Kaaba, right? Let's turn the page. Let's turn to chapter 2. Chapter 2, verse 125. That's chapter 2, verse 125. 125, okay. All righty. And it reads, and we made the house a resort for men and a place of security. And take ye the place of Abraham for a place of prayer. And we enjoined Abraham and Ishmael, saying, purify my house. This is Allah. This is the angels. Purify my house. This is the angels letting Abraham and Ishmael know what to do with the house. The angels say, purify my house for those who visit it. And those, excuse me, and those who abide in it for devotion, and those who bow down, and those who prostrate themselves. Okay. One more time, okay? And we made the house a resort for men and a place of security. And take ye the place of Abraham for a place of prayer. And we enjoined Abraham and Ishmael, saying, purify my house for those who visit it and those who abide in it, for devotion, and those who bow down and prostrate, and those who prostrate themselves. Yeah, so the house is a place that we need to visit for, it's a place of security. You're secure there. My Lord told Abraham and Ishmael, purify my house because of all those idols that's in there. Purify them. Okay? Okay? Now, purify my house for those who visit it. Okay? From this point on, you're purifying it for those who come to it for refuge, who visit it, and those who abide in it, those who live there, those who live in Mecca, okay? For devotion, okay? Devotion, you pay tithes, you give thanks, you give alms there, okay? And those who bow down. Arabs, desert Arabs, bow down. A lot of other ones too, that's Asian, they do their head, they bow, right? The monks, okay, check it out. And those who prostrate themselves. So those who bow down is a bow, and prostrating is when you put your whole body on the ground. I mean, it's a full submission. Okay, the head, this, not your whole face, the tip of your head, wherever this levels up at with the tip of your nose. You understand? Straight like that. That hits the ground when you pray. We're going to speak about all that. Okay. And when Abraham said, my Lord, make this a secure town and provide its people with fruits, such as them as believe in Allah in the last day. So Abraham asked Allah, take care of the people that come here. Give them fruits. Provide for them, my Lord. Those who believe and those who believe in the last day. My Lord said, he said, and whoever disbelieves, I shall grant him enjoyment for a short while. Then I shall drive him to the chastisement of the fire. And it is an evil destination. And when Abraham said, my Lord, make this a secure town and provide its people with fruits, such as them as believe in Allah and the last day, he said, and whoever disbelieves, I shall grant him enjoyment for a short while. Then I shall drive him to the chastisement of the fire. And it is an evil destination. You guys understand that completely, right? Let me break it down even more. Okay, my Lord said, yeah, for those who believe in me, yes, it will be a place of security. But those who disbelieve, I shall grant them enjoyment for a short while. For a short while. Then I shall chastise them. Yeah, that's mercy. That's mercy. You know, we've read before how if you want this world's life, my Lord gives it. Okay, so yeah, next one. Okay. And when Abraham and Ishmael raised the foundations of the house, our Lord, this is them speaking to Allah, our Lord, accept from us, surely thou art the hearing, the knowing, our Lord, and make us both submissive to thee, and raise from our offspring a nation submissive to thee, and show us our ways of devotion, and turn to us mercifully. Surely thou art the oft returning to mercy, the merciful, our Lord, and raise up in them a messenger from among them, who shall recite to them thy messages, and teach them the book and the wisdom, and purify them. Surely thou art the mighty, the wise. Say, so there's a promise made with Abraham, Ishmael, and Allah. He asked Allah, our Lord, make us both submissive to thee, and raise from our offspring a nation submissive to thee. Is this not the Ishmaelite nation that would soon come? Muhammad being our messenger, someone pure who recites to us the book and teach us, who taught us the book and the wisdom. And while he was doing all that teaching, he was purifying his people. So, my Lord, the covenant made between them was sealed and secured and brought into real life. The promise came true with the revelation of Jibril, when he came with the revelation of Allah, with the book, right? So let's keep to it. Okay, now 125. Okay, so now this is, okay, we went over about the house of Abraham. Okay, Baka, that's its real name. Now it's called Kaaba. Kaaba. Okay. Yeah, it's a place of worship, devotion, security. Nothing to be worshipped, brothers and sisters. We don't worship that box or that brown, black stone, whatever is there. Okay? Yeah, we don't. We worship Allah, the Lord of the worlds. Now, we spoke about that. Now let's go to chapter 2, Surah 144. This is speaking about, okay, that one that I just read was speaking about the pilgrimage, okay, how it's a security for people, you know, like a house, a home for those who worship Allah. That's what the house is all about. Now we're speaking about Qibla, the Qibla. This all has to do with Ramadan and these reckonings and these days that are appointed to us as Muslims. Okay, Qibla means the direction on which you face when you pray. Right? My Lord says this, chapter 2, verse Surah 144. Indeed, we see thee turning thy face to heaven, so we shall surely make thee master of the Qibla, which thou likest. Turn then thy face towards the sacred mosque, and wherever you are, turn your faces towards it. And those who have been given the book certainly know that it is the truth from their Lord, and Allah is not heedless of what they do. And even if thou should bring to those who have been given the book every sign, they would not follow thy Qibla, nor canst thou be a follower of their Qibla, neither are they followers of each other's Qibla. And if thou should follow their low desires after the knowledge that has come to thee, then thou wouldest indeed be of the wrongdoers. So when you pray towards your Lord, the east and the west belong only to Allah. He guides whom he pleases to the right path. Surah 142. Yes. The fools among the people will say, what has turned them from their Qibla which they had? Say, the east and the west belong only to Allah. He guides whom he pleases to the right way. And thus we have made you an exalted nation, that you may be bearers of witness to the people, that the messenger may be a warner, may be a bearer of witness to you. And we did not make that which thou wouldest have to be the Qibla, but that we might distinguish him who follows the messenger from him who turns back on his heels. And it is indeed a hard test, except for those whom Allah has guided. Nor was Allah going to make your faith to be fruitless. Surely Allah is compassionate, merciful to the people. Yes. So my Lord said he raised us up as an exalted nation, bearers of witness of Allah and the messenger. And my Lord, he made it a distinguish on who looks towards the east when they pray and who looks any other way. The distinguishes when you look towards the east, the holy house, that confirms that you are a follower of Muhammad. Okay? Because before that, they had another direction that they faced. Then when Muhammad was raised, he changed the direction of the Qibla, okay, towards the sacred house, not another house that was near there, okay? That's my knowledge. If I'm wrong, look into it and check me on what I did. So we learned about the Kaaba, okay? Qibla, right? Now, the sacred house, security for people. Let's go to chapter 5, verse 97. We're going to get there. Allah has made the Kaaba, the sacred house, a means of support for the people in the sacred month, in the offerings, and the victims with garlands. That is that you may know that Allah knows whatever is in the heaven and whatever is in the earth, and that Allah is knower of all things. Allah has made the Kaaba, the sacred house, a means of support for the people in the sacred month, in the offerings and the victims with garlands. The sacred month. What is the sacred month? Islam has 4 sacred months, which is January, July, November, December. All right. So the sacred house being a security, the house as a pilgrim, as going to the pilgrimage sanctuary, a house as a sanctuary for the people, the Qibla, okay, security, sacred house, what way you turn, Abraham and Ishmael. Let's go to chapter 2 now, back again, chapter 2, verse 127. And when Abraham and Ishmael raised the foundations of the house, our Lord, except from us, surely thou art the hearing, the knowing. Okay, so you got it, baby. Abraham and Ishmael were the ones who raised the foundations of the Kaaba. Okay, now we're gonna read about fasting. Fasting. Just a little knowledge about the Kaaba, the Qibla, just a little knowledge on that, you know? Just a little knowledge on that. Now we're gonna talk about fasting. How do you fast? When do you do it? How do you do it? Why do you do it? Okay, we're going to turn to chapter 2, Surah 183. All this is in the same chapter. 183, let's get it. Okay, 183. Let's get it. This chapter, section 23, fasting. Oh, you who believe, fasting is prescribed for you, as it was prescribed to those before you, so that you may guard against evil. That's what the fast is all about. It helps you build stamina in restraint, in resistance, that you may guard against doing wrong, against evil. That's the whole point of the fast, to build your strength, to build your stamina, to say no, to build your restraint, to restrain yourself from hurting or doing wrong, okay? It's to build up your faith and your restraint, okay? So, or you who believe, fasting is prescribed for you, prescribed like the doctor prescribed you medication. He prescribed you this fasting, as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may guard against evil for a certain number of days. For a certain number of days. But whoever among you is sick or on a journey, he shall fast a like number of other days, and those who find it extremely hard may effect redemption by feeding a poor man. So whoever does good spontaneously, it is better for him. And that you fast is better for you, if you know. All right, so for a certain number of days, there's no exact number that's told, but you can tell yourself, I'm gonna fast for 3 days. I'm gonna do it with no food consumption. I'm gonna drink water, maybe coffee, or not. I'll just go full throttle and don't do nothing. I mean, put nothing in my mouth, not a cigarette, not a blunt, not a drink, not a coffee, not a iced coffee, not a water, nothing. I'm gonna go hard for 3 days, nothing. And watch how the body reset and all this foulness start to come out you, right? So for a certain number of days, you make your mind up on how many days can you do, okay? How many days you want to try to put into this, and be honest with yourself. You choose the number of days. My Lord don't choose it for you. You choose it, then he holds you to it. And if you mess up, apologize and ask for more strength. Don't run off and be ashamed. Please don't. Get up and try again. Ask for more strength. Start it over the next day. Okay. But whoever among you is sick or on a journey, okay? Man, if you sick, you got problems, you got cancer, you have AIDS, or you have diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. If you are sick, okay, or you on a journey and you're not home, you're not around where you're comfortable and everything, okay, you're on a journey making money, you making moves, you hustling. He shall fast. Those who are on the sick, those among you, let me start over. Yet, but whoever among you is sick or on a journey, he shall fast a like number of other days. Okay, so within this time of Ramadan, okay, yeah, man, if you're on a journey and you can't do it with the rest of your people, do a fast other days, number of other days. Like if you can't do them straight 1, 2, 3, okay, and you only do one, boom, you might just get that one. You got that one under your belt. Okay, so now, right? So now, and those who find it extremely hard may effect redemption by feeding a poor man. So those who cannot fast, I mean, they halfway through it, they throwing up, they having bowel movements, they're nauseous, they can't make it through it. Those who find it extremely hard, okay, you can redeem yourself by feeding a poor man. Okay, so you know what that means, right? That means this. Let me be exclusive with y'all because y'all extravagant. Feeding a poor man, okay? Go out, buy what you would eat yourself. Your best meal, whatever you like, your best meal. Look at it and don't eat it. Ride around your town. The first person you see on the street walking around like they're homeless, you know a homeless person when you see it. You offer them that plate, food that you like. Don't buy them nothing that's trash that you wouldn't eat yourself and feed it to the poor. No, Don't work like that. You got to give them what you desire. You love Mickey D's, you love Wendy's, go grab that number 6 that you like at Wendy's, that spicy chicken sandwich. Go grab that up. Buy it. Smell it. Yeah, smell it. Then pray to your Lord. Thank you, Lord, for this meal. And I'm going to give this meal to someone in need. And I hope it fills their stomach, my Lord. Thank you for feeding me all these other days when I was ungrateful. And you give that food to a poor man. Okay? That's if you cannot fast. If it's too hard for you, this is an optional move. Feed a poor man. It didn't say a poor woman. It said a poor man. A poor man. And this might be hard for women who are not likers of men. Okay, this may be hard for you, but if you are humble and you love Allah, it will be easy. All right, so check it out. And those who find it extremely hard may effect redemption by feeding a poor man. So whoever does good spontaneously, it is better for him. And that you fast is better for you, if you know. If you know. Yeah, so the fast is good. So whoever does good spontaneously, we talking back to back, not like 1 minute good, next minute good. I mean, I'm talking about like just no evil intermissions, no evil intermissions in your acts, just back to back good deeds, behaving. Okay, now, next one, okay? So we're speaking about fasting for a certain number of days. But whoever among you is sick or on a journey, he shall fast a like number of other days. That's not in the way of his duties. That's not in the way of what's happening on his journey. That's not in the way. Those are the other days. I'm sorry. Yes, that's okay. For a number of other days. And those who find it extremely hard may effect redemption by feeding a poor man. So whoever does good spontaneously, it is better for him. And that you fast is better for you if you know. Now, Surah 185, let's go. The month of Ramadan is that in which the Quran was revealed. A guidance to men and clear proofs of the guidance and the criterion. So whoever of you is present in the month, he shall fast therein. And whoever is sick or on a journey, he shall fast a like number of other days. Allah desires ease for you, and he desires not hardship for you, and he desires that you should complete the number and that you should exalt the greatness of Allah for having guided you, and that you may give thanks. So, the month of Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed from Jibril to Muhammad, and the Quran is a guidance, and it's a clear proof, and it is the criterion. The criterion is that which distinguishes the limit. Like, what are you held accountable to? Like, what's the standard? The standard of living, the criteria of being righteous, the criterion. This is the criterion. This measures a man by righteousness. Okay. And when my servants ask thee concerning me, surely I am nigh. I answer the prayer of the suppliant when he calls on me. so that they should hear my call and believe in me, that they may walk in the right way. All right. So check it out. 127. We're talking about fasting. All right. So that was about how fasting is prescribed that you may guard against evil. That's what it's for. Okay, now let's turn to chapter 2, Surah 184. I'm already there. I went there. That's durations and exemptions. I did that one already. Okay, so 185. I read that one. That was Ramadan and guidance. Guidance. Okay, and I read 185. Okay, now I need rules of fasting. Rules of fasting. And this is chapter 2, page 187. Okay, these are the rules. These are the rules of fasting. Okay, it is made lawful for you to go into your wives on the night of the fast. So after you have fasted and you have broken your fast in the evening with the sundown prayer, you are allowed to have sex with your wife. It's allowed. That's what that says. It is made lawful for you to go into your wives on the night of the fast. They are an apparel for you, and you are an apparel for them. Okay, Allah knows that you acted unjustly to yourselves. So he turned to you in mercy and removed the burden from you. So now be in contact with them and seek what Allah has ordained for you, and eat and drink until the whiteness of the day becomes distinct from the blackness of the night at dawn. Then complete the fast till nightfall, and touch them not while you keep to the mosque. These are the limits of Allah, so go not near them. Thus does Allah make clear his messages for men, that they may keep their duty. Now, when you wake up in the morning and you do that prayer, okay? After that prayer at sunrise, you cannot have sex with your wife until after the breaking of the fast in the evening. Then in the night, you may enter her. She is an apparel for you. We are an apparel for them. We love their adornments. They love our adornments. Okay, but during that time of sun up to sundown, the two ends of the day, you're observing your Lord. Between them hours, between sun up and sundown, you're studying. You're building with your brothers and your sisters. You speaking of good words, not vile talk, nonsense talk, evil talk, gossip. No, we're reading the Quran together. We're examining one another, examining the book. This is what we're doing during the time. We're not just hanging around, not doing nothing. No, we're studying. We building with each other. You working out at the gym. Okay, you going for long walks with your woman and your people. And if you got a group, man, you good with your group because you're not alone. This is hard for those who really roam alone and do their own thing by themselves. This is how you keep yourself right during them times. You got to stay busy with your study. It's all about the study in between time. Okay, so you can enter your wife after it's broken at night. Okay, but don't touch them in between time. My Lord says this is off the limits and this is exceeding the limits. Okay, Restrain yourself. This is what it's all about. Restraining yourself from cravings and desires. This is the fasting. This is the point of it. Okay, we ain't competing here. You competing with yourself and your weaknesses. Your strengths are competing with your weaknesses. Your soul is competing with your flesh during this fast. Let's move on. All right, so we spoke about the Kabbah. We spoke about fasting that is prescribed, that you guard against evil. We spoke about when you fast the duration and exemptions for those who can't fast, the exemptions, right? Then we got Ramadan as a guidance, right? Then we got the rules of fasting, right? Now let's go and speak about the pilgrimage. Let's talk about the pilgrimage. Then we're going to end it with knowledge about the moon and the times of reckoning and the stages. And okay, so we're going to just have all this cleared up. Let's turn to page chapter 22, Surah 27. Okay, let's get it. And okay, chapter 22, Surah 27. I'll just read it too right here. And when we, I'm just going to read the whole chapter. Pilgrimage, section 4. And when we appointed to Abraham the place of the house, saying, associate nothing with me and purify my house for those who make circuits and stand to pray and bow and prostrate themselves. You hear what my Lord say? He says, and when we pointed to Abraham the place of the house, this is the angels letting them know where to go, telling Jibril and the angels told them, don't associate nothing with Allah. Now, even though they filled with idols in there, pay them no mind. You're purifying this house now with your power, with your worship power, Abraham and Ishmael. So your God is Allah. There is no God but He. Check it out. So purify my house and associate nothing with me, and purify my house for those who make circuits. The people who make circuits around the cube, and those who stand to pray, and those who bow, and those who prostrate. And now let's go on. And proclaim to men the pilgrimage. They will come to thee on foot and on every lean camel, coming from every remote path, that they may witness benefits provided for them, and mention the name of Allah on appointed days over what He has given them out of the cattle, quadrupeds, then eat of them and feed the distressed one, the needy. You understand that one again? Did I read make it too much? And proclaim to men the pilgrimage. Proclaim it. The people will come from every remote path, that they come, that benefits may be provided for them. This is what they hope when they make this journey, okay? And mention the name of Allah on appointed days over what He has given them of the cattle. So when they break their fast and they have their big cow or whatever they eat, the camel, this is how the Arabs do it. Okay, yeah. Mention Allah's name over it, of course. Pray over that food that you break your fast with, a good prayer, and giving them of cattle, then eat of them and feed the distressed one, the needy. Here we go again. When you with your people, bring a plate outside. Okay? Share. Share your food. Yes. Then let him accomplish their needful acts of cleansing, and let them fulfill their vows and go around the ancient house. So let them accomplish their needful acts of cleansing. So we have a thing in Islam, it's called ablution. We wash our heads, we wash our eyes out because we've seen a lot of evil. We wash out our ears because we heard a lot of evil. We wash out our mouth because we spoke a lot of lies and evil with our tongue. We wash our hands because our works, we have done a lot of evil with these hands here. We wash our feet up to the ankles because our feet hurried to do sin. Okay? And we wash our hands up to our elbows, forearms and the hands. Okay? And we wash our head, wipe away that evil out of our brain. Cleansing, right? But I'm gonna get to that. So we gonna speak about that. Okay? Fasting prescribed. Yeah. Okay. I ain't even get down to that. Hold on. All right. We'll go back to that. I didn't even put that with it. Yeah, hold on. Let's go back. 183 to 183. Man, oh man. Boy, it's so much in here, man. I'm trying to tell you. All right, man. It is so much. I'm sorry. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me read a little bit more about the pilgrimage. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay. All right. And accomplish the pilgrimage and the visit for Allah. If you are prevented, send whatever offering is easy to obtain. So if you can't make that trip, the pilgrimage, give them a gift in the mail. Send them something in the mail. They'll take that. Okay. Listen, let me start over with that. I'll just read it straight through for you, right? And accomplish the pilgrimage and the visit for Allah. But if you are prevented, send whatever offering is easy to obtain, and shave not your heads until the offering reaches its destination. You got that? Then whoever among you is sick or has an ailment of the head, he may effect a compensation by fasting or alms or sacrificing. So if you have an ailment of the head, okay, that prevents you from fasting, give alms instead, or have a meal that you like and sacrifice that meal and feed the needy with it. Okay, that's if you have an ailment of the head. Okay, now, and when you are secure, whoever profits by combining the visit with the pilgrimage, should take whatever offering is easy to obtain. But he who cannot find an offering, listen, should fast for 3 days during the pilgrimage. So if you can't find nothing to send, you should fast for 3 days during the pilgrimage and for 7 days when you return. So if you make it to Mecca, you have no offering, you should fast for 3 days with nothing consuming while you're there. Then when you come back home, you fast for another 7 days when you return home. These are 10 days complete. This is for him whose family is not present in the sacred month. And keep your duty to Allah and know that Allah is severe in requiting evil. All right. Pretty clear? All right. Okay, the pilgrimage. Okay. The pilgrimage. The months of the pilgrimage are well known. So whoever determines to perform pilgrimage therein, there shall be no immodest speech, nor abusing, nor altercation in the pilgrimage. And whatever good you do, Allah knows it. And make provision for yourselves. The best provision being to keep one's duty. And keep your duty to me, O men of understanding, Allah. It is no sin for you that you seek the bounty of your Lord. So when you press on from Arafat, that's a place over there. So when you press on from Arafat, remember Allah near the holy monument and remember him as he has guided you. Though before that, you are certainly of the erring ones. And hasten on from where the people hasten on, and ask for forgiveness of Allah. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. And when you have performed your devotions, laud Allah as you lauded your fathers, rather a more hearty lauding. But there are some people who say, our Lord, give us in this world, and for such there is no portion in the hereafter. And there are some among them who say, our Lord, grant us good in this world and good in the hereafter, and save us from the chastisement of the fire. For those there is a portion on account of what they have earned, and Allah is swift in reckoning. And remember Allah during the appointed days. Then whoever hastens off in 2 days, it is no sin for him. And whoever stays behind, it is no sin for him. For one who keeps his duty, and keep your duty to Allah, and know that you will be gathered together to him. And of men is he whose speech about the life of this world pleases thee, and he calls Allah to witness as to that which is in his heart. Yet he is the most violent of adversaries. And when he holds authority, he makes effort in the land to cause mischief in it and destroy tilth and offspring. And he loves not, and Allah loves not mischief. And when it is said to him, be careful of the duty to Allah, pride carries him off to sin. So hell is sufficient for him, and certainly evil is the resting place. Okay, yes, yes. All right. So you heard about the pilgrimage, right? You heard about your pilgrimage. So now, okay, let's see. Now we're going to speak about the moon. Okay, we're going to speak about the moon. Let's check it out. This is chapter 2, Surah 189. 189. All right. Fighting in defense. Chapter 2, Surah 189. They asked thee of the new moons. The new moons say they are times appointed for men and for the pilgrimage. And it is not righteousness that you enter the houses by their backs, but he is righteous who keeps his duty. And go not into houses by their doors, and go into the houses by their doors. And keep your duty to Allah, that you may be successful. So my Lord tells you righteousness is not that you enter houses from the back door. Come through the front door. That's righteous. Okay? The new moons, they are times appointed for men and for the pilgrimage. Okay? Pilgrimage is not Ramadan. All right? Pilgrimage is not Ramadan. Ramadan and the pilgrimage are two different things. Ramadan is the night in which the Quran was revealed from Jibril to Muhammad. The pilgrimage is the Hajj. That's a part of the one of the requirements in your Shahada, where you make a visit to the holy house. It's incumbent on you. You know what I mean? It's one of our duties as a Muslim to make that visit, the house, okay? It has nothing to do with Ramadan. You understand me? All right, let's get back. I know y'all don't like that, but what y'all do is you bring it as one, Ramadan being the pilgrimage, but it's not. It's not. My Lord would have said it. My Lord would have said it. Okay, moon. Let's go. I read that right here. We read about times appointed for the pilgrimage. And the time appointed for the pilgrimage is the crescent moon. The first crescent moon of the year begins pilgrimage. The pilgrimage. Just like how they say within Ramadan, the first new moon starts Ramadan. That's what they say. You know what I mean? Okay, but yeah, you know, you see how they freak it. All right, you peep it though, right? It's all good. It's all good. The heart's in the right place. Long as you worshiping your Lord, you will get it right. The days and the months and all that, you will learn it, but your heart's in the right place because you're trying to serve. You're trying to serve, and that's all that counts. That's all that counts. Okay. All right. That's good. Chapter 54. Let's turn. Excuse me. Chapter 54. 57, 55, 54. The moon. What is it? A sign of the hour draws near. 54, 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. This one speaks about as the moon being a sign that the hour draws near. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the hour drew nigh, and the moon was rent asunder. And if they see a sign, they turn away and say, strong enchantment. And they deny and follow their low desires. and every affair is settled. Okay, simple, right? Now let's go to 36. 36, 39. And the moon, we have ordained for it stages, till it becomes again as an old dry palm branch. Was the moon once a tree? Was it once a tree? As it becomes again as an old dry palm branch? And the moon, we ordained for it stages. You know the stages: the wax, the waning, the crescent, the full moon, the new moon, all the stages. Okay? We've ordained for it stages until it becomes again, like it was before, an old dry palm branch. Sword Witch, what's up? Old dry palm branch. All right. Now, 55:5. Turn to chapter 55:5. It says, the sun and the moon follow a reckoning. Short surah, really short. It's in the divine beneficence. It's in this chapter here. The beneficent taught the Quran. He created man, taught him expression. The sun and the moon follow a reckoning, and the herbs and the trees adore him. In the heaven, he raised it high, and he set up the measure, that you may not exceed the measure, and keep up the balance with equity, nor fall short in the measure. And the earth, he has set it for his creatures, we his creatures. Therein is fruit and palms, having sheaths, clusters, and the grain with its husk and fragrance. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? He created man from dry clay, like earthen vessels, and he created the jinn of a flame of fire. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Lord of the two east and Lord of the two west. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? He has made the two seas to flow freely. They meet. Between them is a barrier which they cannot pass. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? All right. I just want to get a little something. So let's go to, so when I say the sun and the moon follow a reckoning, let's go to, and let's see what Mulana has to say about Surah 6. This verse and the one preceding it show how everything created, from those large orbs in the heavens to the smallest herbs that grow on land, follows a law. Is not then a law needed for the spiritual perfection of man? Najim means star, as well as herb. Okay, all right. Now, that's 5:5. Now, let's turn to chapter 13, Surah 2. Allah is he who raised the heavens without any pillars that you can see. And he is established on the throne of power. And he made the sun and the moon subservient to you. Each one runs to an appointed term. Each one runs to an appointed term. He regulates the affair, making clear the messages that you may be certain of the meeting with your Lord. And he it is who has spread the earth and made in it firm mountains and rivers. And of all fruits he has made in it pears, 2 of every kind. He makes the night cover the day. Surely there are signs in this for people who reflect. Yes, and he made the sun and the moon subservient to you. Each one runs to an appointed term. Every living thing has an appointed term. We have a beginning and we have an end. Okay? We are binded by time. When we die, we go in a realm where time does not exist. There is no beginning. There is no ending. We going into the unseen realm. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we only see a little percentage of our reality with these eyes, man. We got genetic codes in us that are cut off, that are turned on at certain points in our developments as human beings. Woo, Brent James getting scholarly on them. Let's do it. We're going to turn you on like mine. Mine got activated when I turned 42. That's when my DNA, boop, turned on. And then I've been lit ever since. Illuminated. All right. Reckoning 13:2. I got that one. The moon borrows light from the sun. Yes, we knows that one. Fixed times appointed for men. That's what I wanted. Chapter 2, 189. Oh, yeah. Okay, I already did that, John. All right. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Huh. Man, okay, so fasting. So you got to learn about fasting. It is prescribed that you may guard against yourself. Hold on for a minute. Let me just look really quick, okay, for something for y'all. All right. So we know that when we do ablution, you guys know ablution, right? You go in the tub, right? You go in the tub or the sink, right? You wash your joint, right? First, you start with your hands, man. All right? Wash your hands, boom. All the way up to the elbow. Water and soap, okay? Water and soap on a rag, right? Boom, boom. Not a lot of soap, a little something. Water good. Take yourself the water, right? So after you wash your hands up to the elbows, right? Wash out your eyes. You know, you done seen a lot of evil. Wash out your ears. You done heard a lot of evil. Wash out your mouth. You done spoke a lot of bullcrap. You done said some things that's foul. So washing all these organs cleanses them, right? So it's your hands, your elbows, your face, your ears, your eyes, your mouth, wash around your neck, and your head. Your head, wash out those evil thoughts, right? With pure water, right? So your hands are done, your arms, your head is done. Now, last, wash your feet up to the ankles. Wash them. Just wash them up. You heard? Wash them up. Dry off. Don't just air dry. Dry off. Boom, boom, boom. Dry off, right? Dry off. Okay, get yourself right. Go grab your prayer rug, right? Go grab your prayer rug. This is early in the morning when you wake up, for sunrise prayer. This is the first prayer. All right, you go grab your rug, you feel me? You go grab your rug, right? Wash up like I just did. Boom. Put your rug down, right? Boom. Take off your socks. Jump on it. Boom. 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 Bam. 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 Boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bow. 1, 2, 3. Bow. Point. Right. Left. Get up. Boom. Tie up your joint like that. Right? Put that like that. Boom. Boom. Bam. Bam. Boom. Boom. Then you grab your Quran, you open it up, and you know what I mean? Peace, my Lord. Please, my Lord, guide my eyes and my heart to what I'm reading. Turn down all that noise in my head, my Lord, so I can compute your message, my Lord. Thank you, my Lord. And then read. Do a little prayer and read. You know, just read. You can have a little music going on in the background, a little instrumental, whatever you like. You know, just read, man, read. And during the day, you get a little tired. You know, you might want to curl some weights. You know what I mean? Don't walk around like you all sick and weak. So somebody would be like, yo, man, you okay, man? Are you fasting? Oh, I feel so bad for you. We don't want that. The fast ain't about establishing sympathy and compassion for people, you know, to make people feel bad for you. You're doing this for you, okay, to strengthen your resistance in doing wrong, okay? Maybe you like beating off, okay? Maybe that's what you went too heavy. Talk with your Lord about that and restrain yourself from doing that. That's a task, man. You know what I mean? Like, we all have a vice that we do every day. Restrain from that. Restrain yourself from that. And, you know, don't walk around with no attitude because you don't feel good. Because you ain't going to feel good. Whenever you deny your body what it's used to, you're going to hear from your body, bro, and it's going to be a problem. Nothing easy, that's nothing worthwhile just comes easy. Nothing of extreme value is just given to you. Things that have extreme value are things that come with suffering. Suffer willingly. Do it. That's what you're doing when you fasting. This ain't no game. This ain't no game. You can get really hurt doing this. You can get really sick doing this. This ain't no game. Your body ain't used to this. Your whole life, whatever urge you had, you went, Now it's just stopped completely. And it ain't nobody here to talk to you about it. Nobody to talk to. And you just got to sit in here and fast because everybody else is doing it. Now, you going to be real with yourself? Or you going to be on, you know what I mean? You're going to be like the rest of them and lie about their fast. Listen, you can lie to me, bro. You can lie to them. You ain't lying to them. You ain't lying to our Lord. He's the seeing, the hearing. You ain't playing nobody. You playing yourself. Let's grow up out of that. If you're going to do the fast, do what the book say. Choose a certain number of days that you're going to do it. Make a plan. Don't just do it randomly because everybody talking about it. No, sit your butt down and say, hey, I'm not working this week. I'm not doing nothing this around this time. So these 2 days, this one day, even if it's one day of not having nothing, that's one day under your belt out of years and years of, you know what I mean? Like it's a start. See, we always expect more out of what we can actually give, you know? Like, and I think where does this expectation come from we have about ourselves? Because we know inherently that we are made for this. We know inherently that we are great. We are great. We know this. So we expect the best from ourselves. And when we don't deliver the best to ourselves, we beat ourselves down to dust. Then get upset because we can't put ourselves back together again. Well, no, that nobody won't help us put ourselves back together again after we just fall apart over and over and over again. We put ourselves back together. What way are you gonna put yourself back together now? If I break you down into pieces today and you gotta build yourself back up piece by piece, what are you gonna use building yourself back up new this time from being trampled into dust? What are you gonna use to build yourself up? I'm gonna use the word of Allah. Not my devices, not that drug, not that woman, not that experience, not that money, not that event. I'm going to use the word of Allah to build my body back up after this world destroys me, after destroyment, after destroyment. Man, listen, man. Fasting, it's a serious thing. It's nothing to play with. You can get rushed to the hospital really quick doing this fast. Lord knows what'll come out of you. Some of us have these parasites in us, man, tapeworms and all that. Those come out during fast. They come out. Parasites, they come out of you. Yeah, man. Especially if you eat navy bean soup after your fast. Navy bean is the best bean you can have in the world. Make sure you have that navy bean in your cabinet at home. You got to let them sit for 24 hours in water before you cook it up into the soup, okay? Let them sit overnight, okay, in water, all right? Then when they soft, then you make that navy bean soup. Okay, but yeah, this is about flushing out your extremities, all those toxicities, all those poisons in you. It can even help you if you have sexual transmitted disease. Listen, when you fast, when you fast, you are restarting your body. You are resetting your whole biology. 3 days, they say. Man, if you look it up, like, you know, like on YouTube, what is the perfect amount of days to fast that really just clears you out totally? They'll tell you 3 days. Oh boy, after that, day 2, night of day 2, oh, you feel like you about to poop out a gremlin. I mean, oh my goodness, man. You feel, woo, boy. 3 days of nothing will add 3 years to your life. You know, just like they say, you know, when you smile, you add a year, you add a minute unto your life. Every time you smile and laugh, you add a minute unto your life. That's what you say. And every time you fast, you add 3 years to your life. Because listen, this body here, boy, this is our temple, boy. My body used to look like a shrine. But, you know, I'm getting old now. So, you know, I can't be on the pumping that much. You know, I've got a lot of injuries, you know what I mean? But when it's time to get busy, I get busy. All right. So I told y'all about fasting, the pilgrimage. Ramadan, Baka, the Kaaba. So we learned about the house as a sanctuary for people, the pilgrimage, the Kaaba, okay? We learned about the Qibla, what face to turn when you speak to your Lord and pray. We learned about how the house is a place of security for people who travel there and for people who live there. And we spoke about how Ishmael and Abraham was told by Allah to purify the house of Allah, the Kaaba, purify it from all the idols, excuse me. Then we go to fasting and how fasting is prescribed like a doctor to a patient, like Allah to a servant. It's prescribed to Muslims to apply that we may guard against evil. Okay, and duration and exceptions during fasting. If you're sick and you're on a journey, and feed the poor. If you can't fast, feed a meal that you love yourself to the poor man, to a poor man. Feed a poor man. That's if you cannot fast, or you think you find it extremely hard. Feed the poor. Charity will suffice, okay? And Ramadan and the guidance and the rules of fasting, is basically having sex. Don't enter your woman during the hours of the fast, only after and before, but only after late night, okay? And the pilgrimage, okay? The Hajj, benefits, the timing, the completion of circuits, the rite, the provision, the piety, all in the pilgrimage, and the moon, how it's a sign of Allah that the end is nigh, and how it has stages. It has ordained stages to show the times appointed and times of reckoning, and until it becomes again as an old dry palm branch. The sun and the moon have appointed terms. The moon borrows light from the sun, okay? And the moon and the sun are there for fixed periods of time for men. All right. Now, let me just take a little break real quick, and I'll be right back. Let me see what's up. Who's this right here? Big up. Swords Witch. What's up? Man. All right, let me see what's up real quick. Yo, let me take a little break real quick, and I'll just be right back, all right? Just give me a second. Give me a second, man. Let me get right. All right. Ali, what up, baby? Yeah. I'm back. I'm back. Boom, 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 boom. I'm back. Yeah. So I want to do a little bit of reading. Wrap this up with my reading. Star 8 years. I don't know what that means, Star. Forbidden you. Okay. Now, we talking about prohibited foods. Now, let me read this. Oh, men, eat the lawful and good things from what is in the earth, and follow not the footsteps of the devil. Surely he is an open enemy to you. He enjoins on you only evil and indecency, and that you speak against the law what you know not. And when it is said to them, follow what Allah has revealed, they say, nay, no, we follow that wherein we found our fathers worshiping. He didn't say worshiping, but I did. We follow that wherein we found our fathers. That's where you mess up at. Don't follow your father if he ain't following Allah. I don't care, man, if he's rich and wealthy in this world. What is rich and wealthy in hell? What is that? Is that a glorious thing? I'm just saying, if he don't worship Allah, don't follow what he follow. I don't care what he got, who he is. Now, we follow that wherein we found our fathers. What? Even though their fathers had no sense at all, nor did they follow the right way. And the parable of those who disbelieve is as the parable of one who calls out to that which hears no more than a call and a cry, deaf and dumb and blind, so they have no sense. O you who believe, eat of the good things that we have provided you with, and give thanks to Allah, if he it is whom you serve. He has forbidden you only what dies of itself, and blood, and the flesh of swine, and that over which any other name than that of Allah has been invoked. Then whoever is driven by necessity, not desiring, nor exceeding the limit, no sin is upon him. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. So my Lord says, if you are driven to these things and you have nothing, you're not enjoying eating it, you're not looking forward to it, you're eating these things begrudgingly, okay? That's okay, because you got to eat to live. But if you have food and you are not in need, stay away of what is forbidden to you, okay? Those who conceal aught of the book that Allah has revealed and take for it a small price, they eat nothing but fire into their bellies. And Allah will not speak to them on the day of resurrection, nor will he purify them. And for them is a painful chastisement. Those are they who buy error for guidance and chastisement for forgiveness. How bold they are to challenge the fire. That is because Allah has revealed the book with truth. And surely those who disagree about the book go far in opposition. Retaliation and bequest. I want you to hear this real quick. It is not righteous that you turn your faces towards the east and the west, but righteous is the one who believes in Allah and the last day, and the angels, and the book, and the prophets, and gives away wealth out of love for him to the near of kin, and the orphan, and the needy, and the wayfarer, and to those who ask, and to set slaves free, and keeps up prayer, and pays the poor rate, and the performers of their promise when they make a promise, and the patient in distress and affliction, and in the time of conflict. These are they who are truthful, and these are they who keep their duty. O you who believe, retaliation is prescribed for you in the matter of the slain, the free for the free, and the slave for the slave, and the female for the female. But if remission is made to one by his aggrieved brother, prosecution for blood wit should be according to usage, and payment to him in a good manner. This is an alleviation from your Lord and a mercy. Whoever exceeds the limit after this will have a painful chastisement, and there is life for you in retaliation. O men of understanding, that you may guard yourselves. It is prescribed for you, when death approaches one of you, if he leaves behind wealth for parents and near relatives, to make a bequest in a kindly manner. It is incumbent upon the dutiful. Then whoever changes it after he has heard it, the sin of it is only upon those who changed it. Surely Allah is hearing, knowing. But if one fears a wrong or a sinful course on the part of the testator and affects an agreement between the parties, there is no blame on him. Surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. All right. Yes. All right. Yes. So we spoke about a lot today. Yeah, we did. We seek the bounty of your Lord. Let me see. I'm saying. Okay. Excuse me for a minute, y'all. Let me see what's up. Let me see what y'all saying. Peace upon you. Peace, brother. Peace, brother. All right. Peace, brother. Peace to my peoples. Peace unto my peoples. Oh, boy. Okay. Guard yourselves. Let me read this. It's called Rule of Interpretation. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I, Allah, am the best knower. Allah, there is no God but He, the ever-living, the self-subsisting, by whom all subsist. He has revealed to thee the book with truth, verifying that which is before it. And He revealed the Torah and the gospel. Aforetime, a guidance for the people. And He sent the discrimination. Those who disbelieve in the messages of Allah, for them is a severe chastisement, and Allah is mighty, the Lord of retribution. Surely nothing in the earth or in the heaven is hidden from Allah. He it is who shapes you in the wombs as He pleases. Hear that? He it is who shapes you in the womb as He pleases. There is no God but He, the mighty, the wise. He it is who has revealed the book to thee. Some of its verses are decisive. They are the basis of the book, and others are allegorical, symbolic. That's my word. Then those in whose hearts is perversity follow the part of it which is allegorical. Why is that? Seeking to mislead and seeking to give it their own interpretation. You can do that when the thing is allegorical and it's symbolic, right? He did that for them. And check this out. And none knows its interpretation save Allah. And those firmly rooted in knowledge. They say, we believe in it. It is all from our Lord, and none mind except men of understanding. Our Lord, make not our hearts to deviate after thou hast guided us, and grant us mercy from thee. Surely thou art the most liberal giver. Our Lord, surely thou art the gatherer of men on a day about which there is no doubt. Surely Allah will not fail in his promise. Unity, the basis of all religions. Those who disbelieve, neither their wealth nor their children will avail them in nothing against Allah, and they will be fuel for fire, as was the case of the people of Pharaoh and those before them. They rejected our messages, so Allah destroyed them on account of their sins, and Allah is severe in requiting evil. Say to those who disbelieve, you shall be vanquished and driven together to hell, and evil is the resting place. Indeed, there was a sign for you in the two hosts which met together in encounter, one party fighting in the way of Allah and the other disbelieving, whom they saw twice as many as themselves with the sight of the eye, and Allah strengthens with his aid whom he pleases. There is a lesson in this for those who have eyes. Yeah, when a believer is outnumbered by a lot of disbelievers, my Lord sends hosts that we see not, that aids us when it's time to get busy. My Lord says, if let it be 100 believers, 100 believers that knock down 1,000 disbelievers. So whatever the believer number is, he can knock down double or triple of the disbelievers with the aid of Allah, slaying them by Allah's permission. Fair seeming to men is made the love of desires. Ooh, hear this. Fair seeming to men is made the love of desires. Do you love your desires? Desires. Cravings. Fair seeming to men is made the love of desires, of women and sons, and hoarded treasures of gold and silver, and well-bred horses and cattle and tilth. This is the provision of the life of this world, and Allah, with him is the good goal of life. Allah bears witness that there is no God but he, and so do the angels, and those possessed of knowledge, maintaining justice. There is no God but he, the mighty, the wise. Surely the true religion with Allah is Islam, and those who were given the book differed only after knowledge had come to them. For what? Out of envy among themselves. And whoever disbelieves in the messages of Allah, Allah indeed is quick at reckoning. But if they dispute with thee, say, I submit myself entirely to Allah, and so does he who follows me. And say to those who have been given the book and the unlearned people, do you submit yourselves? If they submit, then indeed they follow the right way. And if they turn back, thy duty is only to deliver the message. And Allah is seer of the servants. We ain't in charge of them. We ain't in charge of the disbelievers, and they may be our woman, our wife, our husband, our father, our mother, our kids. We ain't in charge of them. It hurts. It hurts. My family are disbelievers, except my kids. But their mother turned them against me on the strength because I believe in Allah. Believe that. She's an atheist. You would think being with me, you would see the glory and you would believe, which she did, but she ignored it. That's what they do. They're blind, deaf, and dumb to the truth. Not in general. You know, they can hold a job, a 9 to 5, be a millionaire, but when it comes to spiritual matters, matters of the heart, they are blind, deaf, and dumb. And don't want to wake up. Don't want to wake up. Waking up is a process. You don't want to have a miraculous awakening. You don't want to go through that. You ever had a rude awakening? You ever been woken up by a big boom? Okay, that's a rude awakening. You wake up mad. You don't want to wake up like that into the spirituality of Allah. Okay, so take it slow. Take it slow. It's a slow awakening. It's a slow awakening, man. Believe it. Okay? So, but to stay awake, read this word. This word wakes you up. And for some people, it scares them. For some people, this book will put them to sleep. So much so that they might as well be in the grave. All right. 137. Y'all want to hear some more, or you want me to wrap it up? Put a 9 in the chat. Y'all ain't got to do that clown shit, man. You know, I don't like that they be doing. Man, I'm watching you, man. Ain't that enough? You gonna make me move my thumb and hit that number 7 foot? It's all good. Right. Check it out. Check it out, man. Check it out now. Okay. One more thing. Hear me out. Forbidden to you is that which dies of itself, and blood, and the flesh of swine, and that on which any other name than Allah has been invoked, and the strangled animal, and that beaten to death. Okay, you can't beat an animal to death, will strangle it, then eat it. That's off limits. And that killed by a fall. So let's say this goat climbing a mountain and he fall and he die. Don't go over there and eat him up later. No, he's off limits. He forbidden. He fell by a fall, right? Okay, so killed. Okay, yeah. And that killed by a fall, and that killed by goring with the horn. So whatever animal got shanked and stabbed with a horn, you can see the wound in it. The puncture wound will be a circle. And boop, right? That's off limits. Whatever that got gored, killed by goring with the horn, okay? Except what you slaughter, okay? Except what you slaughter with the horn. But anything else that was killed by that horn, don't eat it. But if you have a horn in your hand and you kill it, you can eat it. You got it? Got it. Checkmate, check. Except what you slaughter, and that which is sacrificed on stones set up for idols, and that you seek to divide by arrows. That is a transgression. This day have those who disbelieve despaired of your religion. So fear them not, and fear me. This day I have perfected for you your religion and completed my favor to you and chosen for you Islam as a religion. But whoever is compelled by hunger, not inclining willfully to sin, then surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. So let's go back. What is forbidden? You heard the strangle, that's beaten to death. Blood, flesh of the swine, killed with the horn, not by your hand. All right. And things that where you have stones and you sacrifice on stones, you know, like ritual things. I don't get down with that, but I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't get down with that. And say, so, and that which is sacrifice on stones set up. So whatever you eating, don't, have it on stones set up as some display, like an offering. Okay? Yeah, I got it. Brent James put it together quick. Oh yeah, man, I'll add up quick. Believe it. I ain't no fool now. So my second the stones for idols, right? Didn't it say that? And that you seek to divide by arrows. So you have these arrows and you dividing them. No. Don't do that. Okay. So we got what is forbidden to you in life and during the fast. Okay. And my Lord says that this day I have perfected for you your religion and completed my favor to you and chosen for you Islam as a religion. They used to say when I was young, growing up and studying the mathematics of Allah, mathematics, the 12 jewels and stuff, they used to say Islam used to mean I self-learned and mastered. I self-learned and mastered Islam. Okay? Yeah, I know y'all heard about, thank you for the hearts. Yeah. You know, Islam is mathematics. Okay? Mathematics was our first language. Okay? It's the language of the heavens and the cosmos. Yeah, man. I learned a lot of little things. Mathematics, the 12 jewels, the 12 jewels, all that, man. Okay, so boom. So you got to hear that one, right? Say, now hear this one more thing, right? This day, all good things are made lawful to you. And the food of those who have been given, and the food of those who have been given the book is lawful for you, and your food is lawful for them. And so are the chaste from among the believing women, and the chaste from among those who have been given the book before you. Yes, here's what I wanted to see. Okay, duty of uprightness, section 2. This is on, let me tell you all this. This has to do with fasting, right? Chapter 5, Surah 6. Okay, duty of uprightness. Hold on for a second. Oh, man. It's getting hot. Already did my Ramadan last month, but I'm gonna look out for y'all. I got a lot of knowledge on my page about Ramadan, but I came on here today to give you guys a little bit more understanding on what Ramadan and the pilgrimage and fasting and the moon is all about. So you have a little bit more information rather than, and I'm giving it to you out of the book. It ain't just my words. You know what I mean? Like, I'll read it right to you, man. Like, all right, check it out. Oh, you who believe, when you rise up for prayer, wash your faces and your hands up to the elbows, and wipe your heads and wash your feet up to the ankles. And if you are under an obligation, then wash yourselves. Okay, so if you want to, just jump in the shower. Okay, and if you are sick or on a journey, or one of you comes from the privy, or you have had contact with woman and you cannot find water, betake yourselves to pure earth and wipe your faces and your hands therewith. Let's say you didn't have sex with the woman, or you was out doing work, messing your hands, and you're outside and you're not around water. And it's time for prayer. You want to pray outside, but you can't wash nowhere. Grab a rock, go on the ground, dig a little hole in the earth, get some dirt that's beneath the top layer. Get that cold dirt that's underneath, okay, the soil, okay? Rub it in your hands a little bit. I do it all the time when I do my prayer at the park and I'm out doing my thing. Take the dirt in your hands. You don't need a big clump. Just sprinkle a little bit in there. Fine dirt. Rub it in, right? Then pat your face. You don't got to rub it in your face dirty. Just pat it off in your hands first. Get the dirt off your hands, but the stain of the dirt is on there with a little bit of dirt, little bit of crumbs, and put the crumb on it. Boom, 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 boom. With the dirt, okay? Now, you might think it might mess your skin up. Hey, listen, ever since I've been doing it with the earth, my skin has gotten clearer. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that soil, man, what is it gonna do? Break out your face? My Lord says use it, so I'll use it, and it's gonna help me. So use plain dirt if you can get the water, okay? Yeah. Betake yourselves to pure earth and wipe your faces therewith and your hands therewith. Okay, Allah desires not to place a burden on you, but he wishes to purify you. Don't look at this fasting as a burden, okay? Please don't do that. Don't get hard on yourself, okay? If you lose hope during it, it's okay. You tried. Trying is doing. Trying is attempting to doing. Trying is an action. Be kind to yourself, man. My Lord knows your heart. Just you even having the thought of doing it, the angels are joyful because that's growth with you. There was a point where you never even heard about Ramadan. You never heard about it. You ain't give a damn. Now you're conscious of it. Okay, that's a start. It's all a process. Please don't be hard on yourself and expect the best out of you. When it comes to your submission to your Lord, this is a process. It didn't take you overnight, yo, to be this scumbag this world has made you to be. That didn't happen overnight, did it? No. It took me 40 years of being a knucklehead, 30 years of knuckleheadism. You know the truth, man. You know, like, yeah, man. You know, so now that I'm in this new life, it's going to take some time, you know, to get used to. Don't expect it all at once. You ain't going to be able to handle it. My Lord, he feeds us. Everything has a measure. Everything has a measure. When it rains, it has a measure. If it didn't, we would flood. Okay? All right. So So that's what I wanted y'all to hear, that one. So you got that one. My Lord brung you that. Now, let me just read this real quick, right? Because the Christians, man, I care a lot about them. I love the Christians, man. I do. You know, they started off all right. You know, they're monks. You know, they worship, you know, back in them days, they called it the way. You know what I mean? The way. You know, they took Jesus' word, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And it wasn't called Christianity, it was called the way. And it was ran by monks and priests. And they were not proud. And they believed in one God. You know, they were Unitarian type. But Jesus's group was called those of the way. The way. And yeah, man. And I love Jesus. I love him. Okay? You do too. We have that in common. You know what I mean? And hear this real quick. Hear this real quick. Okay. Yeah. But on account of their breaking their covenant, we cursed them and hardened their hearts. They alter words. Listen to this. They alter. That means change, switch. Okay? They alter words from their places and neglect a portion of that whereof they were reminded. The Quran is the portion that they neglected. We're talking about the Christians, okay? And thou wilt always discover treachery in them, excepting a few of them. We're talking about you Christians. So pardon them and forgive. Surely Allah loves those who do good to others. Now, and with those who say, we are Christians, we made a covenant, but they neglected a portion of that whereof they were reminded. So we stirred up enmity and hatred among them to the day of resurrection. And Allah will soon inform them of what they did. O people of the book, indeed our messenger has come to you, making clear to you much of that which you concealed of the book, and passing over much. Indeed, there has come to you from Allah a light and a clear book. So, since the Christians neglected Muhammad and the new law, the new promise that Jibril brung to an Ishmaelite, not an Israelite, he brung it to an Ishmaelite, which is Muhammad and Jesus and Mary and Aaron, not Moses, but Aaron, all Ishmaelites out of Abraham line, right? Check it out. They neglected this. They neglected a portion when it was given to them. This is the portion here. Yeah, they neglected. So, this is why they're in the condition they're in now. So my Lord stirred up enmity and hatred between the Christians and those who follow them until the day of resurrection. Why do you think Christianity has over 400 denominations? Sex. Okay? Like, man, like, you know, I mean, the Pope is their God. Okay? The Pope. Okay? And the Catholics, you know, that word means universal. Catholic means universal, meaning everybody. The Catholic Church will take in anybody. This is what they do. Okay. They have so many sects because each sect has an idol. This is what the Pope does. He has been all around the world. He collects all the idols that the people have worshipped all around the world. We talking ancient idols. He collects them. He collects them. And he worships those idols. That's what he do. That's what he do. He think he got the power that comes with all those who worshipped those particular idols. So he got Bob, Moloch, Yahweh, like all those tribal gods. They're all up in the Vatican. A lot of them is up in that cube, up in the Kaaba, but a lot of them is up in the Vatican. And that's what they did when they neglected this portion. Okay, my Lord made enmity rise up in them in hatred. So they just kept on moving in their inordinacy, blindly wandering on. Now, 400 denominations later, okay, 300 years later, since Christianity came into play with the Pope and the Catholics when they worshipped Mary, the Mother of God, okay, when they did all that, right? It's been about 300 years. When and what's wild is that all they gotta follow is 10 commandments. That's the Torah. 10 commandments. How do we get 400 over denomination sects of Christianity and Catholicism, whatever? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like in my book says that, what happened? What happened? They became sects after knowledge was revealed to them. It was only after knowledge was revealed that they became divided. The children of Israel became divided. After knowledge was revealed, then they became sects. Out of envy of each other, they became sects. I'm this denomination, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. All of them joyful with what they got. But what do they have as literature? What do they have besides the Torah and the gospel? When the Torah is nothing but the 10 commandments. And the gospel is only the news that Jesus had for the Israelites, saying that I will not leave you comfortless. The good news from Jesus was the advent of Muhammad being born in Islam, being raised up again to take over the world. That's the good news. It ain't the books of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These are Jews from the Romans. You know what I mean? These are Sadducees, heresies. You know what I mean? Named Mark, Luke, and John. Listen, man. Listen, it's deep. The disciples were Muslims. And my book says it. All right. Well, listen, what time is it? Okay. 2 hours. All right. So, yeah, man, we learned about a lot today, man. Get it going in, man. Ain't nobody rocking it to you. Might as well read you the book. And hold up. Listen, I want y'all to look at this, too. This is, for Ramadan, let you know the pages that I went to get all my knowledge, you know what I mean? I wrote this up for y'all today. Okay, you can hit it with a screenshot and, it just elaborates on what I said. It'll read it to you straight up, despite my language and my stuttering and all everywhere. You get to read it for yourself. This is it. You take a screenshot of that. But this is what you need to know about the Kabbah, fasting, the pilgrimage, and the moons. What they all mean. Don't take my word for it. Read the book. The book will tell you. I ain't got to lie to you, man. What I'm alive for. Okay? Brent James, full clip. That's deep. No good streams. Jesus Christ is Lord. That's all they know how to say. What's Jesus' best color? What was his best food? Did he have a kid? Was he married? What did he teach? Who did he teach? When did he die? Where did he go? Where was he between ages 12 and 33? Where was he at? What's the answer? Jesus is Lord? Okay. What's a Lord? You got landlords, right? What is Jesus the Lord over? He's just Lord? Okay, all right. Jesus is Lord. This is what they say. Say that to him when you meet him when you die and see what he say to your stupid ass. All right? Say that to him when you die and let's see what happened. Because in the Bible, this is what I'm going to look up to later. There's a part in the Bible where they say when they come to Jesus, he's going to say, I don't know you. Be gone. Get your lame ass out of here, man. You too lame, to be my follower. You's a herb. Herbs don't follow Jesus. Real men do. Real women. Okay. Let me get up out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Tuning in with me today. Yeah. Okay. Bismillah. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmuddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Idina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Rib mutubi alayhim. Wala dalin. A'udhu billahi minash shaitan irrajim. Ameen. How many times you pray? I pray every day. Every day. And I can say with no complications in my thoughts and my heart, I prayed every day for the past 2 years. And not no, love you, Lord, goodbye. No, I'm prostrating. Face on the ground. Every day for 2 years. Never missed a day. Prostration, not just do it, prostration every day. And this year I've been doing it late night a little bit more. I pray every day. How many times varies, but I'm in the book every day. And my Lord says, if you don't pray, read the book leisurely as you can. And y'all don't even do that. But you could do that though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Reading is an optional with prayer, like they go hand in hand. You want to do both, but if you have a hard time praying, then read. Okay. All right. Salam. Y'all stay strong. Peace.